like this video, then you will be a virgin until you're 40. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Richo, and I'm back with another video. Today is going to be a spicy type of video. Considering who I'm talking about and the type of content that this is, because I haven't done this type of content in like 2, 3, 4 months. And I'm also kind of upgrading my editing skills because it's like, you know, I want to make my videos more interesting and less boring. Now, mind you guys, I am not perfect when it comes to like, you know, information and, you know, just knowing a lot about people, because like this individual that I'm talking about today, I just started, you know, finding out and knowing about him early this year. So don't expect me to have perfections in this video about this individual when I just started watching this individual early this year, and I don't really know that much about him still. So please take it easy on me. So the individual who we are going to be talking about today is the most glazed man on the internet. He's the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis. This guy is overall just internationally famous. Like, he's the second most famous person in AMP. Like, second from Kai, obviously. Like, Kai's like the biggest streamer in the world. But this guy is like, everywhere he goes, it's a movie. Like, the guy gets noticed by people in Germany, Dubai, and, you know, Aspen, and everything, right? Just everywhere. And it's like you can't deny the aura that he has, like when he walks in a room. Like, he's just like this riddle that you can't exactly solve, if you get what I'm saying. Why do people feel like Duke Dennis has this aura that he has, and the fact that he can get all the girls that he can get, and you know why certain people in the scene are kind of jealous of him? That's what I'm here for. Okay? So I guess let's break it down. Duke Dennis, originally from Greensville, North Carolina, aka D Block. The significance of that name comes from his cousin called Name D, and you know, he had got shot or whatever. RIP, by the way. Don't want to get hurt for saying anything that I'm gonna regret saying later. But essentially, you know, Duke Dennis, he's grinded, he's worked his way to the top. You know, he went to the army, you know, he played football in high school, got some offers, then decided not to go. Essentially, he's a man who built himself up to get to where he is today, and I have the utmost respect for that. The reason that he is so, like, what's the word for this, like, loved, is because of the fact that, you know, he's a very humble dude for how much talent that he has and how, like, good he looks. No diddy at all. But he's essentially just like a made in the lab type of guy. Like, he has a lot of perfections about himself. Well, I'm not saying that he's perfect, but you know, he's essentially a guy that, you know, who's worked hard to become the man he is today, in which I feel like that deserves a round of applause. Like, not many people can do that, but you know, there are certain flaws in the game. Like, you know, he's been in a lot of controversies involving, you know, SA and all this stuff, which he's already debunked and proved that, you know, those allegations are false. But it's like, everything this guy does, it seems to be a problem with a lot of people. Like, he gets girls, it's a problem. He, you know, dunks on somebody, it's a problem. He, you know, proves that he's more athletic, it's a problem. Because I've seen some comments before of like people saying that, you know, all you do is show off, and all you do is show that you can get girls, and like, I can get girls too, and you know, I can do whatever you can do. And like, just nothing but a bunch of like weasels who have no social life. And just can't help the fact that they're seeing a young black man being successful. That's really all it is. But I'm not here to glaze. It's like, I'm just showing y'all and I'm telling y'all why I respect you. Essentially, like, I mean, if you can put a bunch of skincare products on you and just, you know, have a nice way to talk to girls and a very smooth way to talk to girls, I'm pretty sure you can get any girl in the world, right? Like, I mean, like, I've raised up girls before, I've, you know, dunked on people before, I've shown a lot of athleticism before, but for some reason, out of all those things, I'm not like Duke Dennis. And which is okay, you know, I'm not trying to be the next Duke Dennis, I'm trying to be me at the end of the day. But the riddle that Duke Dennis doesn't want you to solve is that the fact that, you know, he has a very large shield on the person that he really is. I mean, maybe, you know, like a certain percentage of his real self is on camera, but it's like he's like kind of portraying a character to where like he can't be vulnerable towards females and he can't be vulnerable towards a certain individual, because especially on camera, because like it'll show like a weakness to girls on like what they need to do to be able to get through. And which rightfully so. I mean, all creators should be able to like, you know, muster who they really are, because they don't want people to just like know much about them and just like know what they need to do to unlock this person's like their mental and like how they think. That's how I am, you know. I could portray a character. I do things to like make sure people don't know too much about me, but essentially Duke has his full shield on. He doesn't go out on it, and he wants you to know that I am a riddle that you cannot solve, in which we may never not find that riddle. I'm probably not gonna find a riddle. My answer may be wrong. Like literally, like I just think the guy uses skincare products a lot, like common skincare products. That's essentially what I think about the guy. At most. But some of the things that this guy does is just like completely unbelievable. Like, this guy recently did a video where he was just dunking on everybody and just showing off insane athleticism. I mean, look. Like, this stuff is not humanly possible, like, that he should do. Like, especially at his age. Like, he's 30 years old doing this stuff, which is crazy. I understand that that's not old, but it's like certain people reach that age and don't know what to do with themselves. He knows what to do with himself. Like, no cap. Like I'm trying to figure out the riddle, like, in the midst of just recording this, because I didn't plan this, I didn't write this down, I didn't do much research, and I didn't care to do research. I just, you know, wanted to give my simple opinions about it. And the moral of this video is, and just overall, what Duke is really is just, Duke is showing you that life isn't fair. At the end of the day, it's like certain people are built different and certain people aren't. But Duke Dennis is essentially showing you that anybody could do it. You know, he's not a perfect person, and he's not like some person who's just created specifically from God. Like, he is a person who built himself up from not being perfect to almost perfect, because like nobody's perfect and stuff like that. So that's really what it is. Do I think he could beat me in basketball? No. But, I mean, it's worth a shot at the end of the day. But essentially, this video is just to say, like, you know, Duke Dennis is not a perfection, but he essentially is just like a guy that's just showing you sometimes life isn't fair, but at the end of the day, just because I'm built different doesn't mean you can't be exactly what I am. That is his character. That is essentially what he tries to build out. I understand that I was talking about a whole lot of nothing in this video, but I will be trying to do a part 2 or whatever, and try to like get my words out there to like better explain. But yeah, I'm trying. My message overall is just like, don't try to be like them, and that will be your uprising. Because trying to be like anybody, period, is just like gonna bring you down here. Like, you're gonna look like an absolute baby. But overall, Duke Dennis, I fully support the guy. You know, he's a cool guy, great streamer, great content creator, some of the best production. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I got my point across enough. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, people have imperfections and it is what it is. So yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.